Welcome back to another episode of Love Living Local 315. We are your hosts, Scott and Kelly Greats, and today we're shining the spotlight on a local business that has been keeping the 315 warm since 1972. It's Doolen's Oil.
That's right, Scott. Bert Doolen, the current owner of Doolen's Oil, joins us today to share the incredible story of his family business. For the Doolens, it's not just about delivering heating fuel. It's about delivering genuine customer care, connection, and service to their friends and neighbors. Their customers are treated like family.
And it doesn't stop there. Bert and his wife Tamara go above and beyond, not just for their customers, but for the entire community. They're always giving back, whether it's through volunteering or supporting local organizations and events. Small businesses like Doolen's Oil are truly what makes the 315 such an amazing place to call home.
And as a special bonus, Bert shares his Oil Man's top 5 places to eat you may not know about in Central New York. Plus, he throws in a few extra hidden gems along the way. If you're a foodie, you'll love this episode.
So grab a cup of coffee, get cozy, and join us as we chat with Bert Doolen right here on Love Living Local 315. We got Bert Doolen, Doolen's Oil. Welcome to the show.
How you doing? Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So your old man started the business in 1972.
Yep.
If I am correct, and I'm typically not, you didn't want to take it over. Not that you didn't want to. You didn't plan on taking it over.
I didn't plan on taking it over. No, absolutely not.
So what changed?
I got a real job driving forklift and stuff.
Yeah.
And then my dad got sick, so to help him out, and then help me out.
Yeah.
I don't know. The rest is history, buddy.
What year was that?
2001.
Okay. So 23 years.
23 years, yeah.
Holy
I'm on my
moly.
23rd winter, yep.
That's kind of crazy. I didn't realize it's been that long. All right. So what did you learn from your dad? What do you still have in place that your dad...
Oof.
I know you've changed quite a bit, but
Yeah.
what are you still doing the same that your father did?
Just treating people with respect and treating everybody like the way I want to be treated,
Yeah.
That's what I learned from my father.
I know, right?
Just to be good to people, and hopefully it comes back to you.
How difficult is it running a family business?
As compared to what? I don't know what to compare it to. I've never really done anything else, It's not easy.
Well, you did the auto parts store. You did Northern Safety.
Northern Safety for a little while. Yeah. Northern Safety. I worked at Sea Weaver Chevy. I'm glad I'm doing it now. The way, I'm glad I took the business over.
Yeah.
So now let's bring your wife Tamara into this too. Your mother used to do the books, correct?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
And then Tamara, who was in the banking industry.
Yeah, an accountant.
Best banking manager ever.
Slid in, and now she is like your business manager, correct?
Yeah. So I would say the boss.
The boss. There you go.
Yeah.
Every
She's
business
mine.
needs
Yeah.
one.
I'm the muscle. I just keep trucks going down the road, keep people's oils tank full, and she does the rest.
That is
which
so
makes
awesome.
it easy on me,
You're the beauty, too.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
She's the brains.
Yeah, for sure. It ain't easy looking this good. It takes a long time. I had to get camera ready today. I never had to do that before,
All kidding aside, we are struggling with this currently.
We are very much struggling
Today,
with this.
actually.
Because Scott has all like the plan in his head and what is going to happen. And he will ask me to do certain things for him. And I try to complete those tasks, and they're not always done maybe the way he wants, or I'll do it a different way. And sometimes he's like, I'm not yelling at you. And I'm like, you're yelling at me.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's a hard dynamic.
I don't yell at anybody, by the way.
It's tough, right?
Yeah, no, it ain't easy. It's a little harder for you guys, too, because you're in the same room. At least I'm, on the phone.
Right.
Out on the road, yeah.
Yeah, out on the road, yep.
So a lot of people, don't think about the day in the life of a heating fuel delivery guy. So what is that like? I mean, you do spend a lot of time on the road.
Yeah.
You're dealing with winters and crappy conditions and driveways that aren't plowed. So what's the behind the scenes stuff that people don't realize?
You stink. It's really dirty. You know what I mean?
Do you smell it?
No, I don't smell it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't smell it anymore. You go through jeans quick. It'll eat your stuff up,
Yeah.
I wonder if Tamara smells it. Yeah?
Yeah,
she can still smell it?
Oh, yeah. She still smells it. If it's real bad, if sometimes you take a bath. I've taken a couple baths in 23 years.
Oh, my gosh.
And you got a strip in the garage. You can't go in the house,
All right. So wait, for the listener, I'm going to let that slide, right? So people can get a show up on Daily Road, Mucky Run.
It might be a show you don't watch, but it's definitely one you could get.
The Magic Bert Show.
Yeah.
So as far as like it, and it's hard work, like it's the hose is how heavy, and to walk through snow and
it's heavy. It's heavy. I'm not going to lie to you.
How far do you go?
West Oneida, right around the casino. Little Falls in this way. Marcy and down, or Barneville and down.
Yeah.
And then Route 20 from Bridgewater to Richfield Springs.
Yeah. So that's a solid hour radius.
Yeah.
How hard is it to coordinate? Because everyone needs delivery at different times.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't want to spend a day out near Oneida and then have to shoot over to Canajoharie.
And I kind of fly by the seat of my pants. So what I try to do is the stuff that's further away, I try to go later in the week, because then you accumulate more stops out there and have automatic customers. So I base everything off of that. So I'll have my automatics list and I'll go through that and I'll look, all right, now today I'm going out here, and then I'll just wait to get more calls, we'll call customers. Then I'll just go out and take care of that. It's really kind of boring. I highlighted my day's lunch. You know what I mean?
We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
So we know that this is the startup of your busy season. The winters is when you're the busiest. And the summers, you still do oil delivery, right?
Yeah. Diesel fuel farms, contractors. Not as much as I used to, but I still do it.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm in insurance. A lot of people think we're a commodity. And in some ways we are, right? Where insurance is insurance is insurance. So do you get that in the heating oil business where, people just think fuel is fuel, oil is oil, right?
Oh, yeah. And in my business, it really is, because we all get from the same place.
Yeah.
There's no other. It's down on Wars Ave or over on 49. It's all the same product.
Yeah.
So really the difference is customer service. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. And how you treat your customers.
And how I treat, that's going back from what I learned from my own man.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
How many are still with you guys from the 70s?
Oh my God. I do stops every day. 2 or 3 stops a day.
That were with your father back in the, really?
For sure.
Generational? Like you have the kids now?
Oh, yeah, the kids now. Yep.
That's got to be pretty satisfying.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. My customers are my friends, basically,
Your customers are cooler than mine then.
So
not all.
Well, if you don't show up, they keep calling. If I don't show up, their feet freeze to the floor. So,
That's fair.
All right. So what are some unique advantages? Let's talk about the advantages of running your own business, and then we'll talk about the disadvantages.
I wish Tamara was here for that.
She's here. She's just she's lurking in the background.
Yeah. She's giving me all kinds of
running your own
put
business.
Her face in the other way.
It definitely has its advantages. What advantages does it have for you guys as a family? For you personally?
Well, but I mean, the biggest advantage is obviously I can make my own schedule.
Right.
I can do if the kid's got a game or something's going on, I can do it, Do I got to work on a Saturday here to make it up? Yeah, of course. But it's what you do,
Yep.
That's the biggest advantage is if I ever had to punch a clock again.
I say all the time
my God.
I'm officially unemployable.
Yeah.
No,
Scott could never do that.
I could never work for someone ever
The only
again.
place I could work again is probably Pine Hills if I ever retired and just wanted to mow grass. That's it. You know what I mean?
Shout out Clayton Greigel.
Yeah.
Shout out Clayton Greigel. Yeah.
Now let's talk about the disadvantages. I'm sure there's many nights you're getting ready to sit down for dinner.
Yeah.
And you got to go out.
Yeah. They can. Yeah, that's true. It is. It happens. Not a whole lot, but it does happen.
People run out, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what does that look like? Are you doing like emergency calls at 2 a.m.?
I don't want to say yes.
We're not advertising that.
And I don't want to say no either, but
like real emergencies.
Like real emergencies. Listen, if it's an automatic and I let you run out and you call me at 2 a.m,
right?
I'm getting up. I'm going to go.
Yeah, this is your fault.
It's my fault.
Right.
Okay. But if you're a will call, and you call at 2 a.m, I mean, I'll come out. It might cost you $100, $150. But I tell everybody that does happen. You got an electric heater, go in your bedroom, shut the door. I'll be there 7:30 for you.
Right.
Yeah.
I won't charge you $1 extra.
Right.
You know, it's And most people go for that. They're like, oh, yeah, I don't want to pay,
Yeah, that's like, common sense.
Common
stuff.
sense, right,
Yeah.
right. It's not like I'm not going to be there for 3 days.
Right.
If it's, don't get me wrong, if it's 20 below and I got an old lady, it's you're going, you're going to go.
How much of it, that's training your customers, right? Like, so it's got to be nice to have they understand that. But how much educating do you do as far as just maintaining the service, maintaining their equipment, making sure they're filled, and how much they should get each delivery?
Well, that's what's nice with automatic is I control it. So a lot of people, if they come from natural gas, they're used to just getting a bill. It's always on. You're never going to run out unless you don't pay your bill and they shut you off.
Right.
Well, the only, with me, with automatic, I can make it like that for you. I just, every 30 days I come, keeps your bill down a little bit. Mm-hmm. Then, you let it run out. It's about 250 gallons, the average drum to fill up. So that's a difference between a $900 check and like a $500 check a month, Mm-hmm. If it just makes it a little bit easier for people.
Can you put people on a budget like National Grid does, where they pay all year?
We can. We got to start that. They got to start that early, though. You know what I mean? A lot of people call up and they want to start a budget in like November. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I gotcha.
And you can't do that because a lot of people.
Tricky math.
I mean, a bigger company might be able to do that, but that's a little bit. That's a lot for me.
And that's what I wanted to get to. A lot of people have to realize you're paying for the product when you pick it up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So they're not going to let you leave and say, "Okay, I'll pay you as soon as my customer pays."
I'm basically cash.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how it works.
And so you need to pay for your product, and then your customers have to pay for their product.
Right.
So you have 2 trucks now?
2 trucks. Yeah.
2 trucks.
Yeah.
What about the future?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The boys, they might be interested, but they're in college right now.
Yeah.
And we have one working in the industry, but we don't know if he's going to stick with it. We'll see.
Yeah.
They're young. My kids are young. Well, not young, but
they'll figure it out like you did.
Figure it out like I did. Yeah. Yeah.
How many small family-owned operations are there out there? I mean, I know I can rattle off some bigger names.
Oh yeah,
but how many? There can't be many like you.
No, and I'll give them a shout. I'll give all of them a shout out.
Well, you don't. I'm not trying to give anyone a shout out.
To be honest with you, they're all friends. When I took over the business, I only got to work with my old man maybe a year before he passed away. So I really was a 23-year-old kid. I had no idea what was going on. Yeah. But I decided to take a shot. Well, my old man knew all these other guys. Lance Nasmo up in Deansboro or Oriskany Falls has been great to me. When I need him, when my father wasn't there, I needed a question to ask that somebody's been in the business, he always picked up the phone for me. So there's him, Lance Nasmo, Wayne Jennison up in West Winfield, and then Frankie Reel, and I think he's out of Marcy, Frankie Reel Conservative Oil.
How often do you collaborate? Like, is there like situations where you just can't get to someone and you'll call someone for help? None of that.
No. There's really, if a couple times, if I went on vacation or something, I would call Lance and he said, if anything happens, I had
just sort of cover each other.
If
like
it
a substitute, if something were to happen.
If I really was in a pinch,
right.
It'd be about it.
That falls into the disadvantage bucket.
Yeah.
Being your friend.
Oh, yeah.
Is that you never can take a freaking vacation in the winter.
Oh, no, that's never going to happen.
So frustrating for us as your friends.
We've been trying to get the Doolens to go south with us.
Never.
And I'll never say never.
Never.
Let's get the boys working.
Yeah. Well, you got to give them a driver's license. They got to have the hazmat license.
Yeah, talk about that real quick. Just the levels of state, federal requirements because you're driving with how many gallons?
3,000 gallons.
So 3,000 gallons.
And I'm little compared to all these other big tankers. They're 12,000, 13,000 gallons.
And you're doing this in central New York, which historically, not last year, but historically, the winters get a little rough, roads get a little rough.
Yeah.
So what are the different, in a nutshell, like different hoops you have to jump through to maintain all that?
It's pretty easy for me because I don't carry gasoline. Gasoline's a whole different, they call it papers for the vapors because gasoline actually, what ignites is the vapor. With fuel oil, it's not like that. You could drop a match, you could drop a cigarette right into a bucket of diesel fuel or fuel oil and it'll just go out. You know what I mean? It's just a higher flash point. So it isn't too bad. My license is the same as any other hazmat license. every 3 or 4 years, I think they do a background check, FBI background check. Make sure you haven't,
done bad things. Yeah, I got you. I saw your wheels turning. Yeah.
You're not on like a no-fly list or something. You know what I mean?
How scary was that in your early to mid 20s to drive around with that much?
For a guy who likes to go fast, you can go real slow.
All right, let's get to the fun stuff. What is some unexpected things that you've encountered during a delivery?
Right up here on 2nd Street. Just about,
Don't name names.
Yeah. No names. It was I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. Remember that guy stole the Ryder truck in Syracuse, and there was a big long chase down the thruway, and he ended up right up here on. So I'm just sitting there doing stop, or I'm just about ready to get out, and all of a sudden this truck blows across, I don't know if it was Montgomery Street or off of Montgomery Street, across 2nd Street, through the yard, and like barreled like into this fence. I'm like, holy. Right? Then after that, here comes troopers. Everybody, they jump out. And here, I wish I would have started my camera, but I was just in such shock. Troopers come running with the guns and stuff. Oh
my God, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you said it was boring.
Yeah, well, that was one moment. There's a couple other moments, but we probably shouldn't go to those ones.
All right, let's talk about the food.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm always fascinated by your knowledge of roads that I've spent my entire life pretty much in central New York.
Yeah.
If you ever need directions, call Bert Doolen. Well, if you need oil, call Bert Doolen. But if you need directions,
I'll give you directions. Google Maps probably would be a little bit better than mine.
Yeah. If you want the scenic route, Bert knows roads.
Oh, I know the scenic route
that I've never heard. And he also knows food joints.
Yeah.
Because you're getting lunch on the road. And so there's always these places that he talks about that I've never heard of. No one's ever heard of in their lives, but they have like the most amazing food. So let's dive into some of them. So who do you got on your list?
What do you want to do? You want to do like 5?
If you got 5, yeah.
I got 5.
Or is that too limiting for you?
No, I got 5, but no, that's not too limiting.
Okay.
They're all my regular stops, you know what I mean? There's a little diner. Number 5, I would say the most unknown place, a little diner up in Cassville, right off Route 8 in the fire department. It's called Wendy's.
Okay.
That place is awesome.
Okay.
It's not Wendy's that we're thinking of.
No, it's way better. I'm a sucker for fresh cut fries.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And they fresh cut their fries, and all the stuff is real fresh,
So what's the go-to there with the fries?
I love their burgers. It's a good fresh diner. I love a good diner.
We're not
Fat diner burger.
so for us so far, I know you're not a fan of Rick's Famous.
No.
But you like Roosters.
I like Roosters.
So how does it compare to the Roosters burger?
It's different. Roosters is that smash burger, and Wendy's is the thick.
It's a regular traditional
like
burger.
Tavern burger, you know what I mean? But the beef is always fresh. It's awesome. It's really, really, really good.
All right. Wendy's, Cassville.
Wendy's and Cassville.
Number 4.
Probably going to go with New York Pizzeria in Richfield Springs.
Okay. We got a pizza there once. That's right up on Main Street, right?
Yeah, right on Main Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we talking for the pizza?
Yeah. I never really had anything out. The slices, the sauce is awesome. The cheese, it's really good. So that doesn't mean I love Sorrento's. I go there like twice a week. So I don't want to
listen. The disclaimer to this list is
these are places you wouldn't know about.
Well,
so let's just say that too. That there may be some other businesses that or restaurants that you go to that people know about.
What kind of pizza do you like? There's so many different versions.
I like a New York style pizza, but I like upside down too. Look at me, Scott. I like them all. There ain't no pizza in this world that I don't like.
You pineapple?
Yeah, why not?
You like?
Once in a while, I'll do pineapple on a pizza.
I know it's taboo.
I'm not saying but I'm not. I'll eat it.
All right, anchovies?
Nah, I try. I never really tried it.
I've never tried it either.
They smell funny.
They smell awful. Salty.
Half of the food that you probably eat in restaurants is cooked with anchovies. Sometimes they put like anchovy paste in there and stuff.
I love Caesar dressing. I mean, that's
what I'm saying. A lot of it, but like to eat the frickin' fish, I don't know if I could do that either.
Tucker posted on his Facebook page is 1886, right? Is that the year?
Prime.
House pizza pepperoni, the best.
He posted that if you ordered one yesterday and ate it there and didn't think it was the best pizza you ever had, he'd give you your money back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Or a hard slap.
Well, I refrained from throwing a comment because that was my friend. I'm like, if you got the stones to tell Tucker you didn't like his pizza.
Yeah.
You deserve that $15.
You deserve it, no doubt.
But it is a great pizza.
Yes,
it's awesome. I love it.
So New York Pizzeria, Richfield, number 4. Coming in number 3 on the Doolen's Oil, top 5 places to eat.
We'll go with Herkimer. I don't know if you guys ever eat there. I know that a lot of people buy the seafood from there, but Fat Cats.
Yes.
Yeah, we talk about Fat Cats a lot.
Oh, do you? All right.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. I love it. Their
Yeah.
scalp, everything, when they give you fried scallops are fresh. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All their seafood is fresh. And even if you take the seafood home and you cook it yourself, it is so
that's
much
what we
better
do.
than any of the stuff that you get in like
We just
Hannaford or
bought a
any
bunch
place
of
like
smoked crab
that.
legs from
Yep.
there the other day. Really good.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for steamers, if you're looking for scallops, like I said, crab legs, holidays coming up. But then they'll also do like sandwiches, right? Like you can get like a
They have
fish
a full
sandwich.
menu.
They have a
They
full
do lunch menu,
they
stuff
do
like
lunch
that.
menus and stuff.
Yep.
I never had any of that, but I just, whenever I go there, I just get some seafood stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
All right, number 2. What I like about that, you're putting a lot of thought into this.
I did put a lot. I've been thinking about
You're breathing heavy.
I've been thinking about this. Yeah. I'm getting worked up.
We're going to dinner after this. So,
afterwards. So you know what I mean. I'm getting all.
We can
wild.
do top 5 dinner spots too.
There's one place that I really don't stop to, but whenever me and Tamara and I go to Rome, we stop there. It's called Espressos.
Okay.
It's in the, what is it called, Tamara? Espressos. Yeah. No. Espresso.
Oh, Pressos? Spressos. No E.
Espressos.
Yeah, it's in the Citizens Bank on the base.
Our producer,
Actually in the bank.
John Spina, View Media, he's going to fact check us here. He's going to.
I used to go there all the time.
What's the name of it?
Espresso.
Espresso. It's good. It's good.
No E. Okay.
Yeah. So just it's more of a coffee shop, I think, but they got real good sandwiches.
So what's the go-to sandwich?
They're different all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of them places.
I like that.
Fresh. Yeah, spot panini.
Where
and
there's
stuff.
no
Really,
menu.
really-
Yeah, the menu is whatever they decide to make that.
Yeah.
And talking about Rome, where did you get the subs when we came up to camp that one
That's
day?
number
That's
one.
number one.
Oh,
Big
sorry.
segue.
Oh, sorry.
That's always
She's
number one.
there you go.
That's always number one. That's
I'm
all
sorry,
right.
ruined it.
Stole the thunder.
That's all right.
All right, so Espressos, let's give a little shout out, a little more time on number 2. All right, now we're ready for number 1. We're sticking in Rome.
Number one, we're sticking in Rome, is Bucky and Georgette's.
Now, my favorite thing about this, I've never been there, but
I've driven
hearing
by.
you talk about it, they do like tuxedo rentals, limo rentals.
It's like a t-shirt shop, isn't it?
They'll press a t-shirt for you.
Yeah, he does spring fitting t-shirts. I don't think Mike does the limo anymore, but the sandwiches. I mean, this is a little building on East Dominic Street. Out front, it just says Famous Hot Peppers, and it's just a little. It looks like your grandmother's kitchen, harvest green. Man, the sandwiches there. And like I'll mention Mellows because I love Mellows too. Mellows is great.
Yep,
There was
I've
a
heard
one-
people mention that
If there
too.
was a 1 and 1A, that would be for me.
Where's Mellows?
Mellows on Genesee Street. Right
Okay,
there.
we've never been there either.
Oh, you got to go there. That's great.
I've heard people rave about their subs.
it's
They say
great.
they're the best in Utica.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. And,
Yep.
and like I say, they're Bucky and Georgette's. They have these long hots that they marinate. I don't know. They don't cook them. I don't know what they do to them.
The sign tells them, yeah.
That's
world
why
famous.
I stopped. I seen the world famous hot peppers, and I stopped. And I had them once, and I asked Mike, I want to buy a quart, and he said, no, you can only get them on the sandwiches. Very, very exclusive.
Yeah, limited supply. That's why they're so good.
Yeah, and they are. They're, oh my God. So they make the sandwich so good.
So we've heard about this for years, and this summer we
Yep.
went up to Camp Doolen
Mhm.
at the Hinckley Reservoir,
Yeah.
and Bert brought us these sandwiches. Now, I'm guessing we had a couple cocktails.
Of course we
Yeah.
do.
I'm not saying we were drunk, but we probably had a couple cocktails. It's
Yeah.
camp,
Yeah, you were loose.
and
Feeling loose.
I do remember thinking this is the best damn sandwich I've ever had.
This is the best sandwich. That's what we had. We had that for appetizers, and then we had dinner.
Yeah.
Like the sandwich was fantastic. It was really
No.
really good.
It's a great sandwich.
And we've gone to a couple of great restaurants too. What was the name of the place that we went to? The real fancy place that looks like the old house.
Horn Dorset.
Yes,
Yeah, the
that's
Horn
the
Dorset.
name of it.
Oh, yeah,
that
that
was.
place is
I never
incredible.
even knew that place existed until
Yeah.
we went with them, and that
What town
was
is
a
that?
really where was-
Leonardsville.
Leonardsville.
Down
That
at
was
Route
really
8,
good.
South of Route 20.
And another place that we have to get to is the one that's out on the lake. What's the name of that one? Stone.
Oh, that's way out.
What is the name of it? Out near Pine Lake, or
Nick Stoners.
Nick Stoners.
have you been there
Oh,
before?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
See, and we have not been there
Real
either.
good.
Those are two. Well, we haven't been there. We went to the.
That was
Horn
probably the
Dorset.
best steak and seafood I've ever had around here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to make a trip out there.
Yeah.
We had
You're
the
welcome.
Eat Local guys on, but we gotta call out KB and Gio. I mean, I don't know if they thought that Doolen's Oil was going to give them a run for their money, but I mean, they might have to go toe to toe with the local food scene. I don't know if these guys even know about these places. I feel like we got a future episode here.
Yeah.
All right. What other restaurants that aren't maybe lunch spots that you want to give a shout out to?
Black Stallion up in Vernon.
We just went there.
Just went
Always
there.
awesome.
How funny
the
is
hot
that?
seafood antipasto, unreal.
When I
So
tell
good.
us.
We just stopped there on the way home. We did a college visit out at Fisher with Connor on Saturday.
Yeah.
And we wanted to stop at the way home. We were going to go to Dinosaur, but Jenna's not a big fan of barbecue.
Yeah.
So we decided on the Black Stallion, and the food was so good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
Bulos do a good job.
Now, you grew up, your father was in the horse game.
Yeah.
So you spent a lot of time in Vernon.
Yeah.
But that probably wasn't ever
Oh,
stopped.
no, my old man is just
All business?
Right to the grandstand, right home. That was it.
My
There
parents
you go.
too. I talked about. My mom goes, "Oh yeah, I knew that place was there. You knew it was a good night if we stopped there for dinner." And that, like, no, they were driving right past.
They've literally been open for probably
Yeah.
40 years.
And I don't know the owner, but I'm guessing the guy that came to check on us.
Big guy
Yeah.
with the
Was the
cowboy
owner.
boots on,
yeah. Vulo. I can't. I knew his dad.
Yeah, it's all right.
Is it? Yep, Vinny. I knew his dad,
Okay.
Vinny. And I think his name is Vinny too. I knew his dad. I delivered oil to his dad. Man, his father was he was a character, old Italian guy. Tried to get me drunk at like noon when I was delivering oil. Yeah,
Which he said no to.
yeah. I did. I did
on
say
the
no. And
record.
then he goes, hey, he had this cappuccino or espresso machine. I mean, the whole like restaurant quality right in the house. You know, I never had that before. He goes, oh, I'll at least do a shot of this. So I'm not a coffee guy, you know. So I'm like, hey, I'll do a shot of that. I don't think I went to bed for 3 days. It shot me to the moon.
Another place we have to mention too is Alamo. We definitely hit that place up because Bert went to college out in Rochester with us, and so he's a lover of the garbage plate.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
obviously.
yep.
You did years ago. We're going back many years. But
Yeah.
you said the Alamo had the best garbage plate locally.
Locally, yeah.
And you weren't wrong. Every time I go there, I got to get the garbage plate.
I don't know. When we were up at camp, Tamara and Bert made their rendition of a garbage plate, and it was pretty good.
But I mean, we could talk about heating specials. I don't know if that's one of them. Maybe for new customers, Tamara will make their garbage plate.
It was pretty good, I gotta say.
No, it is good.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about that before we close with our rapid fire 5. How do people find Doolen's Oil? How do they contact you?
The good old Google search. Is probably the best
Fire up
way.
your Google machine.
Yeah, fire up your Google machine.
What's the phone number?
315-732-5547.
You're taking new customers.
Oh, yeah.
Been doing this as a family for 50 plus years. They're not the big corporate conglomerate, right? Where they're as local as you get when we talk about shopping local, supporting local. One thing we didn't talk about, but I'll share with our audience, is you're very generous as a family and supportive of a lot of local initiatives and service groups. So thank you for that. So yeah, I mean, what else do you want when it comes to buying local? Right? I mean, if you're going to buy oil, heating fuel,
Yeah.
I'm on stupid National Grid, so I don't know what the terminology is, but the people that get oil know what it is.
Yeah.
Great family business, great people, great customer service. You can give them directions. You can give them food advice.
Yeah. I'll take it all.
And now for a limited time only, you can get a garbage plate
Yeah.
from Tamara Doolen.
Yeah,
Tamara's gonna be mad at me. No, stop it. All right. Rapid fire, you got to start out because you have to ask that last question. I looked at these questions real quick, and I'm not
my
asking that
God.
one, so we got to go
What
back.
question
No,
can't
it's
you
not bad. It's just a lot. Like there's just a lot in that one.
I was
so
going to go a couple different ways with that one. All right.
I knew you would want to ask the last one.
If
so
you
gotta
weren't
start
in
out.
the fuel business, what would you be doing?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that question. That's all I thought about for the past 23 years, how to make the fuel business work. You know?
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, I'd probably still be at Northern Safety. No, nothing against Northern Safety, but thank God I'm still not in it.
Well, they sold. It's a whole different machine now.
Right.
Well, and surprisingly, that's why Tyler
Even the
decided
owners
to
got
go to
out of Northern
college.
Safety.
Yeah, right. Yeah, even they ran, right? Yeah.
You can only have one last meal before you die. What is it?
Oh, it's got to be surf and turf, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
It's your meal, man.
that's an easy one.
We kind of talked about this, but let's hit it up again. Most surprising thing you found while making a delivery? Found, saw, experienced, besides the high-speed chase.
The high-speed chase. I had an older lady. She's from the South. And she only had, I don't think she had her daughter up here. And it was always, and I don't mind if somebody's like that, they're lonely. I always take 25 minutes, half an hour with older people, or they want to talk, I'll bullshit with you all day long.
Yeah.
You know? So always go there. And then one day I went there and it just, something wasn't right. You know what I mean? I just couldn't leave. You know, you could see it. You know, she wasn't acting right. Something wasn't right. So I called her daughter and, you know, she was, I'll be right down. So I left. And then 2 weeks later, you know, Sherry called me up. Sherry called Tamara up and just wanted to thank me. The doctor put her on new medicine and it was reacting with another medicine. And it could have ended worse than it did.
That's awesome. You know, especially in the winter, especially when you're out in the country, that's a real problem is you know, seniors just being alone and lonely. And
we're not just that. It's one of the reasons, like you're delivering, like even with your father, like that's one of the reasons we got him Meals on Wheels, not because he needed, it was just a person checking in
it's a little
on a regular basis, for sure. All right. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Big comic guy here. I know you've thought about this.
Yeah, I thought about it. I don't know. That's a tough one too. I guess I always wanted to run fast. I'd like to run fast. Big fat bastard. I'd like to run a little bit faster.
Yeah, that's
super
valid.
speed.
Yeah, something. Not big slow guy. You know.
All right, we're coming off that terrible Tyson fight. He's 58 years old. He was very disappointing, to say the least.
Oof, I guess.
Fighting a 27-year-old. I know you're adamant about MJ, Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Well,
being far superior than to LeBron. So my question is, Jordan is currently 61 years old. Can he compete in a game of one-on-one, like up to 11, with a current 20-something NBA player?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he can still make jump shots, right? He probably won't be able to stop the guy, but I mean, you know, I don't know. That's probably not, you know, is what you said. But I will say Mike Tyson looked a lot different in that ring than he did on them training videos. You know. I mean, all of a sudden on them training videos, he's bouncing around, he's throwing shots, and then in the ring, he's just standing still.
Yeah, 2 minute rounds.
2 minute rounds. Yeah.
Let me connect the dots. Are you saying that it's possible the guy who made $20 million to lose might have had some juiced up training videos for promo?
Yeah. I do.
The boxing game's always been, as you know, a very high promotional entertainment.
Yeah.
So
it's wrestling.
Bert Doolen from Doolen's Oil. Bert and Tamara Doolen. Tamara was not on camera.
No. She was giving me subtle clues in the background.
Telepathy. Very shy. Yeah. But Bert and Tamara Doolen of Doolen's Oil. Phone number again,
315-732-5547.
Give him a shout. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for all the insight and excited to go eat some food with you now.
Yeah, sounds good. Go Knights. Go Bills.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Love Living Local. As you know, we do not run ads. Our only mission is to shine a spotlight on amazing people doing amazing things here in our local community. If you'd like to support us with this mission, we have 3 ways you can help. You can share our content on social, subscribe or follow the show on your favorite podcast platform, and you can visit our lovelivinglocal315.com website to stay up to date with everything happening in Central New York.